The world's most advanced warship and America's pride, the USS Gerald R. Ford, has been forced into retreat from the front lines of I-States Iran war to an unscheduled stop in Croatia. The U.S. super galley has had a bumpy ride as it navigated the choppy waters of war-hit West Asia. The mighty warship standing docked in Croatia's Adriatic port above Split. For repairs and maintenance, the path charted by the carrier over the last 1 month mirrors the trajectory of the Iran war, pertinent to note that there was a fire within USS Gerald R. Ford. It took 30 hours of firefighting to douse the flames. It all began in February. This year, as tensions began to build up in the West Asia region and strikes on the downstream imminent, the Gerald R. Ford was positioned for reply to the region as Yemen from the Mediterranean Sea. To support U.S. Israeli operations against Iran, it was part of the U.S. Armada surrounding Iran. The warship was a key pillar of the U.S. military build-up in the region, meant to strike fear into U.S. adversaries. Days ahead of the U.S.-Israeli strikes on Iran, the carrier docked at Israel's Haifa port, positioned to shield Israel from Iranian retaliation. In early March, the Gerald R. Ford moved into the Red Sea, but soon it reported a significant fire in the central laundry area of the warship, as I mentioned earlier. The fire lasted for over 30 hours, caused injuries to sailors on board. The fire forced Ford to temporarily pause its active combat role in the Red Sea for the base. Around 23rd to 24th March, days earlier, the carrier arrived at Souda Bay on the Greek island of Crete for maintenance on the base to its laundry area and systems which were damaged in this fire incident, which reportedly started from the laundry bay in the warship in the aircraft carrier. The carrier also faced ongoing technical issues, including reported plumbing problems affecting its vacuums and toilet systems. With the Ford now in Croatia, the U.S. military only has one aircraft carrier, the USS Abraham Lincoln, in the war against Iran, leading a gap for U.S. forces in West Asia. Despite the hiccups, the U.S. Navy maintains that its crown jewel, Ford, remains fully mission-capable. The Ford has now been at sea for more than 8 months, a deployment that has already seen a big part in U.S. operations in the Caribbean as well, that started in September last year.